Cool. Welcome to the MoodyPlayz cast, where everything is chaotic. And, yeah.
Nothing is neutral.
Today I have Ben on. How you doing, Ben?
I'm doing pretty good. How are you?
Pretty good. Pretty good. So today, we're here talking because, Ben, if you guys don't know already, if you're living underneath a rock on my channel, Ben is the co-creator and assistant writer and all that fun stuff of The Arena, my web show that we're doing. And, yeah, I wanted to bring him on just to kind of ask, so you guys can learn a little bit more about Ben since you're going to be seeing him more on the channel with The Arena and Dependent Variable, which is hopefully going to start up.
I can't wait for Dependent
pretty
Variable.
soon. We're going to be recording a lot of that as we go.
Man, that's going to be so fun.
It's going to be a lot of fun. But, so, yeah, Ben, give a brief description of just about yourself and who you are.
Well, my name's Ben. I'm 16. I am a student at Owasso High School. I am a part of the drum line, as Jarrett used to be. He was a senior when I was a freshman. That's really it. That's me.
Yeah? It's you?
That's me. I like to work on cars. I'm a car guy. And now I'm really into doing these projects with Jarrett.
Yeah, we actually, so I had him over today to record some voice lines for the show, just some voiceover. And I got him talking about if we were to do a season 2 and ideas what we would do there. And there's a lot. We already have a lot.
We just started spitting everything
It's just literally everything. We're just like, yes,
like,
these ideas.
Honestly, we could probably make a storyline
out of just ideas we came up.
Just ideas that we just came up with. Like that's how much we've been thinking about it. There's so much stuff that we could just write down right now and get ready for a season 2.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's so.
And then the
much.
progress on season 1 is going so well. We're really moving along, getting things done.
Yeah,
it's coming out really well. I cannot wait to show it to everyone.
It's gonna be so good.
It's gonna be so cool.
So good. So, besides being in drumline and all that fun stuff, what is it that you strive to do outside of high school? When you graduate, what do you want to do?
Well, after high school, when I graduate, I want to go to Tulsa Tech and do their program to become a fully certified mechanic. And I would like to go work for a dealership or just a mechanic shop, whichever one I find first. And I would just like to expand on that and maybe someday open my own shop.
Mad respect. Yeah, I appreciate anybody who's willing to do that dirty work. I'll do it on my own car, but I mean, depending on what company I work for, I try to apply for that Tesla position, but yeah. Never got the call back. That's the only job I really would do as a Tesla technician, because that is probably one of the cleanest technician jobs there's going to be.
That'd be so cool.
It'd be so cool. But
I bet they get paid a lot.
Oh, they probably do. I never got to see the pay scale, so I'll never know. But probably a lot.
Probably a
lot. Ben, so mechanics is pretty fun. Do you expect to be doing that forever, or do you want to is that kind of one thing you want to start in and see if you like it, or is this kind of like you want to take it?
I would like for this to be something I do for the rest of my life.
Because I know you have the project car, Lola.
Yes.
Or Lola, is she still the project car, or is she done?
She's basically done.
She's basically done?
I've got most of everything I wanted to do done.
Lola is the Beetle that he has. Go ahead and tell him about that.
She is a 1970 Volkswagen Beetle. 4-speed manual, 1600cc engine. Probably one of the coolest cars that I have ever touched. And she is my car. She was originally my great-grandfather's car. And when he passed away, my dad inherited it. And it was going to be a summer project, but then quarantine started, and I was like, all right, we're doing that car now. So then we went and picked her up, and it was about 2 months until we had her running, and then probably 2.5 before I was driving her.
Sick.
And I've been just tinkering on little stuff every now and then, but majorly she's done.
I mean, general car maintenance.
General car maintenance.
Because you pretty much put her back together from essentially what would be just
dead.
Yeah. So
like no signs of life in that car, and now all the lights work. I don't have a radio or anything in there yet, but I'll get to that.
Don't think you have an AC in there either, do you?
Nope. You just open the windows, roll down the windows. It has the little fin windows that you
kind of like you can angle inwards.
You can angle it so that when you're driving, it rams air into the chassis.
And you're sitting there and you're like, your eyes are squinting. You're like,
yeah,
this is great.
It is powerful. It is insane how much wind you can get in a car with just the windows.
With a max speed of 60 miles per hour.
I think I've gone 75 at like top speed.
Were you going downhill?
Yes, I was. I was going downhill.
That's not an insult. I'm just being genuinely honest.
Cruising speed on the highway is about 65.
I remember when we went down to Luke's going from Owasso, and we just sat behind you,
yep.
and cars just flying past us. And we're just
cars were just like flying by, and I'm just sitting there cruising.
Just me, Luke, and then you. We're just all sitting there like grooving as we're driving down the road.
Dude,
I was waiting for a cop. I was waiting for a cop to pull us over. We're like, "What are you guys doing?" We're like, "His car doesn't get top speed 70, so we're just sitting here cruising behind him."
Yep. And like hitting 75 was me floored in fourth gear, going downhill with the wind pushing me.
Yeah, like you had all the windows closed.
I had everything closed. I was as aerodynamic as I could get.
I am going to hit 70 in this car. Like mindset.
Yep.
Someone better not pull out because I will not stop. This will become a project car again. Dude, I will not stop.
It was sketchy. It was so sketchy. But I hit it. So 75. 75 is the top.
Hell yeah.
But cruising speed is about 65. She is a really fun car to drive around town though, because you can floor it everywhere and never even go above the speed limit.
Hell yeah.
So I'm just driving around town and I'm just flooring it first, second, third, fourth, and I'm never even like going past the speed limit.
And you're like, is it like your gearbox? Like it's like really wonky. So like it's like first, second, and you have to go all the way over to Narnia to hit third and fourth.
Yes. What's
also the cabs in those cars are like really small too. So you need like two small people in that car.
Yeah. What's kind of awkward is, you're sitting there shifting, then you have to go to third. If there is a passenger, you're grazing their thigh with your hand. I was driving with my dad one day, and I was going from second to third, and my hand just grazes against his thigh, and I was like, I'm so sorry. He was like, no, it's fine.
Like we made a joke. I was like, that is not a first date car.
That is a second date car.
Because if you try to go, you're leaving town to. Yep. First off, if you're leaving town to go on a first date, if you're both living in the same town, you're wrong.
Yep.
Never do that. But secondly, you say you were to, and you graze her knee, she is not getting back in that car with you. She's ordering an Uber home. Yep. So yeah, it's a second date car.
Second date.
If things are going well,
second date.
Third gear is where it's at.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. If things are going well and you both like each other, you're going to third gear. Maybe even fourth.
Maybe even fourth. There ain't no fifth. We can't go past that.
Nope, no fifth. Fifth is non-existent. You got first, second, third, fourth.
It's no longer the base system. We're going off the gear system, right?
Yes, gear system.
So talking is first gear, and like really like getting to know them, going out and like hanging out at second gear, and then like
when things start getting comfortable.
Yeah, it's things start happening. Third gear, and then you're going all the way. Fourth gear. There's no fifth gear. Most cars have 5 speeds. Benz does not. So there
is no.
Fifth gear is marriage, and we don't
Fifth gear is marriage, and that is non-existent. So.
Where's reverse on Lola? Is there?
So, oh come on, I have to explain this. So
I just was thinking, I'm like, wait,
you have the gear shift, right? It's standing up like this. You have to push it vertically down to the left and then back. So like a lot of the time you're not going to get it because you're sitting there and you're like trying to jam it in so that you can go into reverse. And lots of the time I'll put it in. That sounds so weird. I'll get it to where I'll get it to where I think reverse is, and then I'll let the clutch out, and then it's like I'm in neutral, and I'm like, okay, so I have to do it all over again trying to get it in reverse.
Ben's at a light, and a cop pulls it, and I assume all I see is just Ben just shit. It's just like trying to shift it.
It's just how old cars are.
God, that's funny.
It is funny. It is great. I love that car so much.
Yeah, it's a nice little car. I'll admit that. It's really nice. Definitely a new paint job because she's a little rough in some spots, but
it's like it was red, but it's faded to more of like an orange now.
I'd still say it's red. It's still
when it's
red.
Wet, It's red. Because that brings out kind of the brighter tone of the color, so that you see the red. But when it's just regular, it looks more orange. But I would like to do like a darker blue, like cool. like a midnight blue, kinda. That's what I would like to.
Like we did on the on your gun.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be cool. That'd be really cool.
Yep.
So, changing subjects here. I reached out to you like 6.5 months ago to do one video of scripted choreography for MoodyPlayz. And where did we take it?
5 episodes.
10 to 15 minutes long.
Of an entire web series.
With a plot, and characters, and story, and humor, and everything.
And a script.
That's what surprised Ben the most, is when we had a script made, and he was like, Jarrett, there's a script. We have a script. And I'm like,
that was when it really set in, like, oh,
we're doing this.
It
wasn't...
Because, it started out with the rough drafts, right? And then, boom, out of nowhere, oh, here's the final drafts. He's like, edit these for me. And I'm like, okay.
Yeah, I'm like, hey, I have 5 episodes. You want to edit these real quick? And he's like, what?
I literally did it in my programming class. So my friend's sitting next to me, and he's like, what are you doing? And I was like, oh, I'm editing the script for a web series I'm doing. And he was like, oh, that's cool. And I was like, yep. And that's when it really set in. Like, oh, we're doing this. We're really going.
And then after like 20 edits later, we finalized the script. And then, what was that? That was like 2 months ago?
Yeah.
2.5 months ago?
Yeah.
And then just this past month, I was like, hey, what if we added this? And then he was just like, yes.
Yes,
absolutely. So I was like, I was like, hey, we have some rewrites on the script already. Don't worry, it's additions. Nothing's getting removed. Yep. Nothing's getting really changed. So, and then I was like, okay. So I was just like, hey, funny story. So I didn't even say, hey, let's do this. I was like, I just sent him like the prompt of what the scene would be, and he just went, yes.
Yes.
Like, I didn't no like, hey, look at this. Hey, read this. Just.
Yep.
In the middle of the day, like at noon, I'm at work, and I just stop what I'm doing, set everything down. I'm like, I gotta write this down. So I don't write it down on a notepad. No, I wrote it down on Ben's messaging, and hit send. And I was just like, I have it. There it is. Ben can read it. Said, this sucks. I was like, all right, cool. Delete it, and we'll move on. That was my whole mindset on that. I was like, Ben will say it sucks. We move on.
No, it's all amazing. The ideas we've come up with.
Just for season 1 and season 2 alone.
So cool.
Ben just saw what I had done for the first part of episode 1, and he was like in love with it.
I was like jumping up and down. I was like, yeah,
fucking over here in the chair, like doing this shit, and I'm like,
it's so you cool.
Like it?
Like going from him texting me saying, "Hey, you want to do a project with me?" to seeing the first couple minutes of the first episode. I was like, bro, this is real.
This is real.
We're doing this, and it turned out so good. The whole beginning part, like even though the full episode isn't done, just seeing that beginning
the first
part,
2 minutes are done.
Amazing, absolutely amazing.
I won't even say they're done because I have to go in and still like edit and like not like edit, but like visually like make the colors stand out a little bit more and stuff like that. But just the rough drafts done of it, and it looks really good. Like MoodyPlayz, I'll say like MoodyPlayz is going in like a really good direction, which sucks because I'm not doing like my normal videos anymore. I say normal as in like, I want to do funny moments, but I'm so busy right now with the arena, with MoodyPlayz cast, because I'm trying to get a hold of people to try and interview them, because I want you guys to see.
If you want to act, hit us up.
Yeah, we always need more people.
Arena Instagram page, DM it.
The _arena_ WS is the handle web show. So
if you'd like to act, please tell us.
You'll find it. Just go to @MoodyPlayz.
Yes.
But yeah, no. So just having just like people. Where was it going? Oh yes, back on the yeah. MoodyPlayz is going in a really good direction when it comes to content. It's a lot of high quality stuff. I want to do more funny moments, but
high quality stuff. Top of the notch.
Like this isn't a one take thing. Like we're reshooting. Sadly, we're reshooting a lot of one scene, but it's good. it will be
We
good.
we want to make it as good as we possibly can.
I have it set for late 2021 to come out because I want to give us time to really make the show good.
We've already gone this far. Why not perfect it?
Exactly.
Right?
Why cut corners?
So that's
We
what
have
we're
to.
trying to do.
We don't have to cut corners.
Like, yeah, I mean, I get it. You guys want to see it. But, like, we're trying to perfect it because once you can see it, it will be the best we possibly could have
Ben's
done.
had people saying, I want to see the show.
I've
I
had
want to see the
people
show.
walk up to me at school and they're like, dude, I saw the teaser on your Instagram. They're like, I can't wait to see it. And we're both just like, yes.
Yes, people want to see the show.
Trying to build that fan base so that when it does come out, there will be people to enjoy it.
And it doesn't, and there's always the concept, the mindset of people saying, well, when there's hype behind something, your standards for your own project kind of lower a little bit because you're scared that it's not going to meet the standards. And that's what we're saying on the same concept of, if we think it's perfect, we're good.
Yeah.
Like, the first 2 minutes for me, they just need to be fine-tuned and they're perfect.
Yeah.
Like, we have lines done, and like everything's really good for the show right now. A lot of it is going to be probably a handful of reshoots, and that's okay. But at the same time, like,
what's wrong with that?
I have it set for late 2021, and I have it set for that because
that's our goal.
If it has to come out on New Year's Eve, it will come out on New Year's Eve. As long as it comes out within 2021.
Honestly, that'd be kind of cool.
New
New Year's Eve, we're releasing the arena.
It airs at midnight, and everyone's like, going to 2022, like, yeah! No, that would not. No. It's only April 7th, as of recording this podcast.
So much time.
At the same time, we don't have a lot.
Yeah, literally at the same time, there's not a lot. So,
but if we do something every weekend, and we do a lot, we take a good handful of our summer and do that as well, we'll good.
Keep working.
We're good.
We'll keep working towards it.
We're now, so I tried doing what most cinemas do, which is we plan everything out, we film things not in order, and it kind of worked. And it also kind of didn't. For me, it kind of didn't. So, now we're in the mindset of, I have every episode put into, like, acts.
Yeah.
So, like, the whole first part of episode 1 is act 1.
Yep.
And I want to have that done by the end of this month. I want to have that done and try to work in act 2. My dog's whining. Trying to do part of act 2. Have that done by the end of this month. And if we have that kind of progress, that's great. But if we don't, that's all right. We can just we have the whole summer to do what we want to do. I will take another week off of work to do it again.
Ideas, so many things that we just want to make this as good as it can be. I have never dedicated myself so much to anything besides this project.
I haven't dedicated myself enough to school.
Yeah, literally. Literally. Me either.
Yeah, no, sadly. I say that laugh because that's scary. Because I haven't dedicated this much to school. You should see my grades. They're not good. They're B's and C's. But I say that's not good. I'm not good at it. Like, we were talking about the ACT.
Oh my gosh.
I got a 19 on the ACT. And I barely got into community college, but I'm doing creative projects, and I've never been happier. Like, yeah. So, like, I'm not school smart. Ben's more school smart than I probably am. Like, guarantee you, I got like a 25 on my science portion, not a single thing on it. You had chemistry on yours. You're probably going to get like a 30. You probably never have to take science ever again for like anything.
I haven't even taken chemistry, and the whole science portion of it was chemistry, and I was like, well, okay. Try my best.
It was really weird as my mom asked the other day. She's like, how'd you get in touch with Ben? I was like, what do you mean? She's like, isn't Ben like a junior? I'm like, yeah. And she's like, and aren't you like a sophomore in college? And I'm like, yeah, Ben was a freshman when I was a senior. And she's like, oh. I'm like, yeah. I was like, because the seniors in my grade actually cared about underclassmen compared to like seniors when I was a freshman.
He was the first senior that I got an impression of.
Wasn't it like Thursday drumline practices and you were like on tenors behind, like playing tenors behind me because I was trying to get on tenors?
Yep. I remember that.
His name was you and Logan. It was you and Will. It was you and Will, I think.
Me and Logan.
Was it you and Logan on tenors? I thought it was you and Will.
Will wasn't there.
Who was it? It wasn't Logan. I don't think it was Logan. I thought it was some other freshman that like quit.
When?
Your freshman year.
It's me and Logan. We were the only tenors.
Oh. I thought there was another kid.
No.
I got Will because remember you talked about Will being a tenor.
Will is a sophomore this year. So. Yeah.
4th grade. I am old. I am turning 20 this month. I am old.
I turned 17 this year.
So yeah, there's a gap. I'm young for my grade. I should be like 21.
I'm very young for my grade.
So yeah, it's crazy. What? But yeah, no, it's really cool. We have ideas for premieres. I plan on having at least. I want everyone's family. There's no guarantees, but I want people who have helped the channel grow overall to be able to go see it premiere. If you can't make it, that's all right.
If you are any way connected to this,
if you're any way connected to MoodyPlayz,
please come.
Or the arena, anything, like it's gonna be something big. But
it's gonna be great.
But yeah, no, it's really cool that because you've definitely become a huge part of MoodyPlayz as like for content, and because it's. I mean, would you say like we have fun when we record any video?
Yeah. Oh yeah,
like
dude, all the stuff we've done for dependent variable already.
Yeah, that's.
Oh my gosh, it's so much fun.
We already have like 2 videos. One video is close to done. One's done. And when you guys see it, it's funny.
Man, it's so great.
It's good. Like us just having fun, just gaming it out and just doing stuff.
I think that's my favorite part. It's us being us.
We try our hardest. I try my hardest to make sure whenever we film, we have fun, we're friends, and when we're working on this big project, I really try to make sure we're all like a family when we try to film, because I don't want anybody to feel left out at the end of the day.
It's so much fun.
Because whenever we introduced Allie into the mix, it was very late in production. At least the production that week of production. It was like very, very, very late into it.
One of the last days.
It was Thursday night. Was it Thursday? It was like Wednesday night.
I don't even remember.
I think it was like Thursday night. We filmed Friday. It was Thursday night we filmed. Friday night we filmed Saturday. And I remember Friday night being like, hey, can Allie please play the part? And she's like, yeah, she will. And I was like, sweet, can I get her number? Let's add her to the group chat. Let's get her in this. And she was very, very adaptive.
More than happy to help us.
And she did pretty good acting. I mean, her only issue, and we can figure that out, is she doesn't talk loud enough. The mic did not pick her up at all.
And we can just get some.
Yeah, we can. I mean, we're trying our hardest to make everything work. Because then again,
because the best
we have spent less than $2,000 on this project.
Yeah.
I have spent less than $2,000 on this project. But I am willing, because it is a money in, quality out. That is what I'm looking at. I'm not like putting $2,000 down to have something that only we will see. No, the whole world will see this.
This is going to be put out so that anyone who wants to watch it can.
It's like when Markiplier did Heist with Markiplier.
Yeah.
This will be on my channel, and it'll be the highlight of my channel until we do like a second season. If we ever do a second season. It depends how well you guys like it. Because if you guys are like, this show...
If you guys want a second season...
This show sucks ass.
We are doing a second season.
If you're just back there like, this show sucks ass, we will not do another season. But I doubt you guys will say that, because we actually...
Because it's so good.
And even, like, it's about a video game. If you guys haven't figured that out already, it's about a video game. If we have people who don't play video games in the cast, and they understand what's going on, right?
Yeah.
Like, Allie doesn't play video games.
No.
Kylie really doesn't either.
No.
She only plays like iPhone games.
Yeah.
And she knows what's going on for the most part. She had a few questions, but
I mean, I don't even really play video games, and I know exactly what's going on.
Yeah, so it's like anybody can watch it without having an understanding about what's going on. Because it's kind of centralized around the idea. We're really trying to not make it the central ideas.
I feel like it's something that no matter who you are or what you are, you can watch it and you can enjoy it because it's got humor. It's got, those really cool action shots for those, like, cinematography geeks out there, I feel like we're trying to increment stuff for everyone.
Yeah. And it's all, and I want to say this, it is amateur and as budget as I could possibly make it. It was all filmed, it's still going to be filmed on my iPhone 10. Now,
honestly, this just kind of proves that no matter what you have, you can produce something amazing if you have the determination for it.
Even if we just settled, like a long time ago, if we said, nah, we really couldn't do a show, if we just settled on a 10-minute video, 6-minute video of just some small story that we could potentially make a show out of, it would still look just as good. Because then again,
we have the determination for it.
It probably would have been done by now, for sure.
Yeah.
But since we had like, hey, what if we like made? Because I remember it was like we were kind of like talking about it. I was like, what if we like had like a plot instead of just like no plot? What if we had a plot? It's like, okay. Because I remember I wrote the first episode, or I scripted the first episode, and I was like, I plugged in character names. Like I was like, I need code names for like person A, person B. I was like, Theta, Delta. And then I just like started going with it, and I was like, what if there was a plot? What if we made a show?
Web series!
Hear me out. 1 season, 5 episodes, 10 to 15 minutes each, The Arena. Yep. And Ben was like, yes.
Yes, absolutely. And that's when everything just shot right off, and we like immediately started doing stuff.
Like
coming up with plot lines, the ways to integrate the story so that all the episodes connect together.
I know I'm doing well because my grandma, who has nothing to do with video games, is like, yeah, I want to watch it. I'm like, heck, yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Because I know that every other senior citizen is like, that I may know is going to be like, I want to watch it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Because she asked me, she's like, so who is all doing what? And I'm like, me and my friends. And she's like, well, who's doing what? I'm like, no. All of it is being done by me and my friends. Like, and she's like, oh, so it's a little. She's like, is it for school? I'm like, no. This is for entertainment purposes for me alone. I never thought 6 months ago I'd be making a web show.
Nope. I had no clue that I'd be doing anything like this.
What's funny is, I guarantee you, if Luke would have said no to your part, it would not have happened. Because I asked Luke first.
Yeah.
Because I still wanted you to.
You told me that.
I was like, I still wanted you to be in it, but I wanted like someone to help me behind the camera, and someone to be there with me, doing like the actual stuff. So I was like, oh, Luke can be there and there with me, and you can help, because then that's kind of, we can see how well we work as a team. So when we do start doing dependent variable, where it's all just chaotic, non-scripted madness.
Man, I can't wait.
Yeah. It was that, and then Luke's like, nah, because Luke said, like, and I quote, nah, it reminds me of me and Logan's Nerf gun battles when we were, like, 8. And I was like, okay, that's fine. So I went over to Ben, and I was like, hey, you want to do this? He's like, yeah.
Yes.
Literally.
Absolutely.
And I think, and I quote, says, Bet, send me the details. I'm, like, 99% sure.
That's probably what I said.
Yeah, Bet, what's the details? And then I sent him all the details, and just another... Bet. Like, that's what he said. It wouldn't be... Yeah, here's me. It wouldn't be long either. Just about 6 to 8 minutes. I've been wanting to do a pair of aces, but wanting to do a quote-unquote pair of aces. But this could be something like it. If you've been on the channel long enough, you knew Pair of Aces was, like, a series I tried to do back in, like, sophomore year of high school on GTA, and just didn't do well at all. Because it had no story, no writing, no nothing. And then, like, 4 years later, I'm like...
Look at us now.
I'm like, 4 years later, I'm like, hey, I want to try this again.
We have a full script. We have bits and pieces of all the episodes of the first season. We have a full cast.
We have a full crew.
It's like...
Which is mostly me.
It's insane. It is literally insane how just a little group of teenagers can make something so cool.
Isn't Zane the youngest?
I don't know. I don't know how old he is.
I'll say grade-wise. Isn't he like a sophomore?
No, he's my grade.
Oh, he's your grade?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought he was like a sophomore.
No.
Oh.
He's my grade.
Wasn't he? No, he's in drama. He's not in band. Yeah. He's in drama.
He wasn't band.
Well, he was in band. That's right. Yep. We have like 2 drama kids, and...
Allie and Zane.
Yeah, we have 2...
theater kids.
They're pretty good at acting.
Yeah.
Steven was... drama as well,
really?
Theater. But he wasn't actually, he didn't play anything on stage. He was like voiceovers, like narrator and stuff like that. He does voice acting a lot.
Yeah, he seems like kind of a narrator person.
He's like, yeah, I've been told I don't have the face for theater. And I was just like, No, you do. You definitely do. And he's like, really? I'm like, yeah, I need you. Hang on, come back over here. You're playing the roommate. Get over here.
Yep.
A lot of them are like, even I think Zane was like, yeah, this is my first time doing something like this.
Yep.
I'm like, yeah, this is the first time for a lot of us.
Yeah.
This is a lot of people's first times being on camera, period.
But it's just so fun. Like, when you actually start recording and you actually start, like, acting it out, it is so fun.
The bloopers are fun, too, because a lot of
the bloopers are so fun.
There's a blooper where I accidentally slam my front door and I just walk up to it and just pet it. I'm like, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. I remember that. Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, we need to try that again. Boom! Like, I didn't mean to slam it either. It was just, boom!
It was so loud.
Why? I have not a clue. I close the door like that hard every day and it doesn't make that noise. I think it was just the sheer velocity of me, like, stopping and closing at the same time. Maybe? I have not a clue.
I don't know.
And I felt bad, too, because my sinuses, that whole day of recording, were so bad. I couldn't breathe. I really couldn't, like, do anything. Yeah. So I was trying my hardest to, like, work through it. And
I felt bad. Poor Jerry.
It happens, but, like, now that I've found a medication that kind of works, so hopefully if it happens again, I can just pop like 2 of those and be like set for the rest of the day.
Alright, I'm good.
Fucking drugged out of my mind. Just, alright, we need to feel this next thing.
Alright, guys.
Jerry, you good? Great!
Yeah, I'm fine.
We're going. Ready? Also, the drama kids don't understand the concept of cinema acting. You have to wait a second whenever I say go, because as soon as I say go, they go. Like, there is not a second or like action. I mean, there was a time where I was like, go. Hi, I'm like, no.
Wait.
Wait, I need silence before the scene. And they're like, oh, okay, go. Hi, I'm like.
They're doing good.
They
learned.
But it is a huge difference between cinema acting and theater acting because in theater it's
you go
because
act, you do it.
You got to do it all at once. There's no retakes. There's no do it again. With cinema, it's we're on a time limit, but we can do 2 or 3 more in the shot. Hey,
this sucked. We're doing it again. All right.
That was me when I was going through all the clips. I was looking at one of them. I was like, this sucks.
Yeah.
We're doing this again.
I remember getting the text, and he was like, all right, well,
I was like, hey, it's all...
found what we need to reshoot.
I was like, hey, it's all great, but I have stuff that we need to reshoot.
All right.
And I felt bad for sending that, too, but, like, me and Ben are half the stars of the show, so all the scenes that I'm in, we need to reshoot. So it's not like I'm saying, like, oh, every scene I was in, it's perfect, it's great. Ben, your scene sucked ass.
Yeah.
Like, no, it was like, we all sucked. It was us.
There's just some things that are hard to get out the first time. Some things that you just have to do
some of the stuff I thought was
can get it.
Some of the stuff I thought was going to be a retake, and it wasn't because Ben was supposed to be home at 9. It's 9:16. That's all right. We'll finish up, but yeah, some of the stuff was I thought was our first shot, and it was definitely not.
Nope.
But it happens, and that's also just on the mind of set of like, all right, we got to get this scene, this scene, this scene, this scene, this scene, and for me, I have these scenes in mind exactly how I want to shoot these, and I couldn't get there because of either traffic limitations, just not having the equipment to do it, trying to make sure that everyone's audio is right, and I don't have sets. We're literally filming literally in the middle of a road.
Yep.
With lavaliers bunched up in the back pocket of our pants, and for like Kylie and them, it's like wired down their shirt and.
Gotta do what you gotta do.
Literally wiring up Kylie. I'm like, I'm sorry if I grab you anywhere where you don't want me. And she's like, I don't care. And I'm sitting there like trying my hardest not to like graze my knuckle against her chest.
And then Logan was like right here.
Logan's
on my butt.
Full hand covering the whole cheek.
For like 10 minutes.
Cars driving by and he's just there just still trying to cram wire in the back pocket.
Oh man, that was fun. That was great. We got plenty of behind the scenes footage that you guys will be able to see.
Behind the scenes. I made that joke twice already. I'm done. I feel bad because as a person, I don't ask, I ask, I do. So like immediately to go to wire up Kylie, I was just like, are you okay if I like grab you? Like after I'm like, I'm gonna wire you up now. Like,
all right.
Most everyone okay was like, I don't care.
I don't care. Just do it. Get it over with. Do it.
Most of us knew each
It's like
other.
ripping off a Band-Aid.
Most of us like know each other and have gone through like extensive work for band and comp band and know what it's like to do a production.
Yeah.
So we know when it comes to it, it's just like, hey, do this. We're changing it. It's like, all right, like
Okay.
we're just okay with it.
Cool. All right, cool.
Don't grab me inappropriately, and we're great.
Yeah.
Because band directors even walk up to you, like, for, like, percussion, and be like, all right, so you're here, you need to be here, and they'll walk up and, like, grab your arms and, like, move them, and you're sitting there like, all right, sweet.
All right, cool. It's like, you know, when you do, like, the poses and stuff, you know, you're doing it, and they're like, no, do it like this, and then they just move your whole body, and you're like, oh, okay.
Color guards just, they're sitting there like, color guard, you need to be doing this, not this, and you're sitting there, and you're sitting there like, what are they saying? And they're sitting there like, oh, and they're like,
what?
Even color guards sometimes are like,
man.
I don't know what you're saying.
Yeah.
Holding their flag, and they're like, uh-huh. What do we need to do? Like,
oh, marching band.
it's great.
Yep.
Good stuff's coming. Ben's
yeah.
Ben's definitely he's part of MoodyPlayz now, which is awesome because Ben's funny.
Thanks.
Once you guys see a lot of dependent variable stuff, you'll notice our humor.
Oh man,
It's really good.
Oh man.
And I have a lot of stuff planned. A lot of it's actually gonna be really cool. I have a lot of highlight episodes, which are gonna be like the ones you want to watch. And all of them are gonna be ones you want to watch, but like there's ones which are gonna be like
You have to watch.
you've got to watch them because they are either really interesting, really funny, or just outright an amazing video overall. Really good quality or really good whatever. So it'll be really cool.
Can't wait.
So Ben, you'll see him in the arena. You'll see him in Dependent Variable. Eventually, maybe you'll start seeing him in Funny Moment videos. But if those come out ever again, it may just be MoodyPlayz. Because MoodyPlayz has just evolved from MoodyPlayz into MoodyPlayz Network.
Yeah.
So I've got like 3 things going, which is
It
like,
went from you to you and your crew.
me and my crew of like 40 people, which is like 20 people here and 20 people here.
Yep.
But it's eventually going to evolve into like
MoodyPlayz community. MoodyPlayz continent.
for a 150 sub channel, I have so much just out there
Yeah.
already. It's crazy. What sucks is because I'm putting all this out now, and I feel like I'm not going to be able to put out more later. But if we do arena, it could go on for a while.
Yeah.
Hell, if it's even picked up by somebody, that'd be really cool too.
That would be dope. Please.
Yeah, no, I want eventually to get to the point where people are, like, if one of you guys has like a show idea, like, hey, what if this was like a TV show? Like, I already have another idea for another show, but I don't know if it'd actually work or not. Like, I'll tell you once we're done with the pod, because I don't want anybody stealing my idea. But I think we should wrap it up there. You're already way past time. It's fine. But
Fine.
thank you so much, Ben, for coming on.
Yeah.
You guys got to
Thank
learn
you
a
for
little,
having me.
a little bit more about Ben. It's definitely cool because I want you guys to kind of know my friend group. I reviewed Luke and Logan on the first episode. On last week's episode, you guys got to see Ben. Ben's right here.
Hi.
This week's episode, Ben. Last week's episode, we were interviewed Braden. He's trying to him Braden in disc golfing. We talked about that for a little bit, and just his sheer focus with disc golfing and Rocket League. Rocket League's his big game. He likes to play that a lot. So we kind of talked about that as well, and just a little bit more. I kind of like to. I don't like to interject myself a little bit, but I mean, you guys got to kind of know what's going on. So just talk about like Ben is a part of MoodyPlayz. So in the end, I may be referring to myself, but it's us as a team. It's the MoodyPlayz network team, the MoodyPlayz crew, all of them. So yeah, because Ben's got stuff coming out. He has an Instagram for his second project car.
Yep.
He has another Beetle he's working on as well. And I'll link all that stuff in the description below. You guys can go check that out.
Yes.
And I'm gonna leave your normal in there. Do you want your spam down there as well? No. All right. You can if you find a spam, you find a spam.
If you find my spam, you can.
But I'm gonna leave just Ben's main and Lola account, the project car, the second one, all that down there. If you guys haven't already, check out the Arena Instagram to see the latest reveal. I can't post it on YouTube because copyrighted music, but
DMS if you want to be in it.
Yes.
Please.
Yes, please.
Please. If you would like to act and be in this, DMS. We will answer everyone.
We will try our hardest to make sure that if you want to be in it, we will make it
Make our best effort to put you in it.
That's what I was trying to say. And even if you're not in this season, we will get you set up for second season for sure. Because we are always looking for new people because we already have a lot of bad guy ideas coming up. So
Yes, we do.
we're looking at doubling like 10 episodes. That's what we want to do for a second season potentially. Which for some of you you're sitting there like Flash has 22 episodes per season. We're sitting here like, great. They have millions to make a show. We have little under $2,000.
Yep.
Like
very budget, but
very amateur,
quality.
very budget, very very good quality.
Very great quality.
For what it is, it's actually really good.
Yep.
I'm really proud of what we've made. Because we're not sitting here just like, hey guys, here's a Nerf gun. Would you like to like Hank, wait, I gotta make this bit count. Hold on. Like, my wolf. Like, here's a Nerf gun. Go start shooting people, and we're gonna film you. Careful, that has a dart and it's powerful. No! Thank you guys so much for watching. Like I said, if you want to check out the first episode of MoodyPlayz cast, where we interviewed the Booten brothers, and we talked about them. I think at that point we talked about Cyberpunk hasn't even came out whenever I did that video with them, and that's a flop now. That'll be another video to do. And then last week, which is a more recent episode, interviewed Braden with disc golf and all that stuff. And then this week we got Ben talking about Arena and what he wants to do. And you guys kind of know a little bit more about Ben. Yeah. And as time goes on, we'll have another episode on Dependent Variable where we'll just kind of chat and talk as a podcast style. So thank you so much for watching. I'm not sure if it's going to be here, but in front of my face is my logo. In front of Ben's face is going to be my newest upload, which will probably be the second episode. But yeah. Wrong way. Bye. Bye.